I'm going to show you how to make this cute little cottagecore inspired zippered pouch. If you're new to sewing, you might be thinking, I could never make this, but I promise you can. I'm going to walk through it super slowly and explain every step. You could do all of this on a regular sewing machine, but you are going to need a zipper foot. And there is a little bit of quilting on here, but you don't have to go that complicated, and there are easier ways to do this. So let's get started. I'm using a mini charm pack, but you can use any scraps of fabric. You'll also need liner fabric, a zipper, and batting. To make a 9" by 5" pouch like this, you're going to need 36 squares of fabric that are 2.5 inches square. I like to start by laying all my fabrics out so I know which colors I have to work with. Here I have 5 squares across by 3 down. I'm then going to choose 3 squares that will form the bottom of the pouch. So I have the front laid out, and now I'm going to start laying out the back of the pouch. After you have the back and the front of your pouch laid out, you can start sewing these together in strips. I like to sew strips like this, and then once the strips are assembled, I sew them together. If you're doing any sort of quilting, cut a piece of batting that's about a 1/2 inch larger than your piece of fabric. This is an optional step, but it will make your bag have more structure. I recommend using a fabric adhesive like this to attach the fabric to the batting. I'm using my free motion quilting foot. If you don't have a free motion quilting foot or don't want to do anything fancy with the quilting, you can just stitch along these lines. After quilting, the next step is to cut out liner fabric that's the same size. The next step is to get your zipper ready. Unless you have a zipper that's the exact right length for your bag, you're going to have to trim the ends off. Whether your zipper is the right length or not, I really like sewing decorative fabric tabs on the ends of my zippers because it creates this really cute little decorative detail on the bag. Because we have to account for the seam allowance on the bag, you want your zipper to be about 1 inch shorter than the opening of your bag. That will give you enough room to sew without your zipper being in the corner, and it will give enough room for your tab to show just a little bit on the end. Now that my zipper is the right length, I'm going to attach the fabric. I cut a strip that's about as wide as a zipper and about 2.5 inches long. To attach the tabs, I'll take my piece of fabric and fold it like this, and then press. So now I have 2 little pieces of fabric like this. To attach your zipper tab, you're just going to take it like this over the end and fold. And then you can stitch along here. I like to use Wonder Tape to hold my fabric in place, But if you don't have one or tape, you can also pin before you sew. After sewing the zipper tabs on, we're going to sandwich the layers together so that the edges of the zipper are hidden between the two layers. To do that, you're going to lay one of your quilted pieces face up towards you. Then take your zipper and lay it face down. Make sure the zipper is an equal distance away from both edges so it's centered. You want this edge of the zipper to be lined up with the raw edge of the fabric. After laying the zipper down, you're going to lay the liner face down on top of it, sandwiching the zipper between the lining and the outer fabric. For the next stage, I highly recommend using a zipper foot so you can get right up to the edge of the zipper. We're going to sew along this line as close as possible to the zipper teeth. I unzipped the zipper a little bit on mine so I can get nice and close to the edge. Once I get to this point, I'm just going to re-zip it and continue sewing. You're going to start sewing on the edge of this tab that we attached to the zipper. So here's where we just sewed, and you can see when we fold it out that the zipper is hidden inside these layers of fabric. Before attaching the other side, I recommend doing some top stitching along here. It helps to press before doing the top stitching, just to make sure your layers are laying really nice. Remember, if you have a plastic zipper, you might want to lower your iron settings so it doesn't melt the zipper. So here I have my top stitching done on this side, and now I'm going to sandwich it so that the zipper can be attached on the other side. To sew the other side of the bag, you're going to lay this piece down, face up, and then lay this piece down, face down on it so that the edge of the zipper is lined up with the top. Make sure it's centered so that your zipper is an even distance from either side and the edges are lined up. Lastly, you're going to take your other piece of liner fabric and lay it face down on top of the sandwich. So now we have our top stitching done on both sides, and we're ready to start assembling the bag. To do that, we're going to fold the outside, right side together, and do the same for the inside. The outside, we're going to sew on these 3 edges. On the inside, we're going to sew these 2 edges and this section, but you want to leave the center open so you can turn your bag inside out when it's done. So make sure you don't sew the center part. One thing I almost forgot to mention is that you want to make sure your zipper is unzipped at least a little ways so you can turn your bag more easily when you finish. Otherwise, you're going to have to try unzipping the zipper from the wrong side, and that's not fun. This seam is too thick for most machines to sew through, so I like to sew up to this point and then continue on a separate seam, sewing down from here. So now we have these seams sewed, and we can sew the corners next. To sew the corners, you're going to fold them out like this and stitch across. You'll do this on all 4 corners. You should now have all 4 of your corners stitched like this. The last step is to turn the bag inside out using this opening you left in the lining. And finally, you're going to sew this shut. You can do this on the sewing machine by pressing your edges in and just stitching really close to the edge. If you prefer, you can also do it by hand.